Alola everyone, it's the Munch and welcome back to Pokemon Ultra Sun and Moon. Last episode we took down Team Skull's boss Guzma in that mansion you can see in the background there. And today we're still chilling here in Po Town because honestly I'm trying to fulfill my fantasies of becoming a Team Skull member myself. But apparently these dudes don't want us to join in, so we're actually just gonna leave this dump and move on to greater things because I believe we're actually getting very close to when the story here in Ultra Sun and Moon is gonna start switching it up a little bit. And I only really believe that because normally in Sun and Moon, after Ula'ula Island is when the story really starts picking up, and I feel like we're gonna start seeing a lot of changes here very soon. But before we get to it, I actually want to explore the rest of Route 17 here because last episode I was a little bit too caught up with taking down Team Skull, and we didn't really get to explore all that much here, so let's quickly go over this route and see what kind of Pokemon and items and stuff we can find here. I already saw a TM as well, and hey, even Tauros is going to smash it up and give us a Stardust. So if you guys are excited for this episode, make sure to hit that like button. To be honest, I really don't know what is coming up because, like I said, this is when I believe the story will start switching it up. And now that I've kind of hyped that up, I really hope it comes true and we don't end up getting pretty much the same stuff as Sun and Moon. But I do want to check out a couple of things here on the third island before we do leave, like the Mantine surfing. Gotta get the high score on that. You know, we gotta beat your boy Grimsley, who's apparently an expert surfer. And apparently there's also a couple of Team Skull lackeys still lacking around here on Route 17. Or I guess I should say slacking because let's be honest, these guys are not the toughest opponents we've ever faced out here. Last episode, we got to face quite a lot of Team Skull grunts, so believe me, I know. And this girl here has actually got a Marini, which is not great because, as you guys can see, I've actually got Bindi up first this time around. Your eyes are not playing tricks on you. It's not natural hiding as Bindi for once. Because Bindi is, I believe, very close to evolving now. I think at level 40. And what the heck? There's no way that Toxic just worked while I was underground. Like, how is that even possible? It literally seeped down into the ground and somehow poisoned us. I actually never knew that was possible, but I guess Dig, as powerful as it is not the most powerful move out there because apparently you can get poisoned through it, which is a little bit annoying, but it's all good. Bindi should be able to survive it. It's only going to be one more turn of poisoning after all, and I don't know what is going on with my voice. I think someone might have poisoned me. As soon as I start recording, my voice just starts dying out. It's a little bit curious. It's not really dying out, I just feel like it's very raspy right now, and you gotta be kidding me. The Minimize actually comes through for the Grimer there, and he actually narrowly dodges our Dig, which means that we're gonna be slowly dying from the poison here. I'm actually kind of scared that if I go for Dig here, because there is gonna be one more turn of poison, it might just take out Bindi, but we'll see, because it is toxic after all, and it does more damage every turn. But yeah, we're barely going to survive it, and of course, the Dig is not going to hit, because this thing loves to use Minimize, and Bindi goes down. This is just a great start to the episode, guys. I'm loving it. I actually finally went ahead and updated our moves as well, checked out the TMs that we might have, as well as the held items, and I ended up removing a lot of the Z moves that we had, because I think we had the Grazium Z on Darwin and maybe another Z move on someone else, but finally got the Primaranium Z or whatever it's called on our starter Primarina, and I basically just gave everybody else like good held items instead of Z moves. What is actually Rotom talking about right now? I have no idea, but I managed to somehow miss every single item that I wanted to grab there, the TM and the actual items. So let's do a quick loop around back around this route and try to pick those up. I somehow always manage to do that, I feel like, when I'm on this route. So if we take the leftmost path, we can actually get ourselves... Oh, wait. Where's the TM? Now I don't remember. I think it's still leftmost, like I said. And yes, it is. We get through the grass and get ourselves Rock Slide, which Loba already has. So not really the best attack out there. And finally, if we take the right path here, on the way to the Skull Grunt, we can get a Nest Ball, which is actually not what I was expecting at all. I'm very surprised we actually haven't run into any wild Pokemon here either. And of course, as I say it, there we go, we're finally going to run into one, which I'm kind of excited about because it's Gumshoes. Never mind. I was actually excited because you can find Ponyard and Scraggy here, and those are two really cool Unovan Pokemon that I was hoping to show off, but we did see them last episode. The Team Skull Grunts were using them, so let's get the hay out of here and over to the Aether House, which I believe is the next place we're supposed to go to. So let's fly over to the Tapu Village, and it's been a long time since I got to say this, so Charizard, fly, you fool! Okay, you're flying for a bit too long now there. I was hoping this would be a quick lickety-splickety and we'd be there at the Aether House, but took a bit longer than usual. Oh, actually, since we're in Tapu Village, let's try to see if we can run into a little Alolan Vulpix, and please not Gumshoes. Whoa, Absol again. I think that's exactly what we ran into the last time I tried to get Alolan Vulpix. I don't know why I'm having such bad luck with it, but I suppose nothing can be done about it, at least for now. And I don't really need Alolan Vulpix, because I'm not really using it on the team this time around, but we're home, brought Yungoos with us too. Oh, I kind of forgot that's what we were doing. We saved the Yungoos from Big Bad Guzma. What's going on here? How's it going, buddy? I'm sorry, I can't even make myself smile right now. Wait, what's happening? Why? Miss Lillie! She's gone! What? Lillie's been kidnapped! Several hours earlier. By none other than Team Skull, of course. You people, not gonna disappear this time, huh? Seems like maybe the tall tales we heard about you were wrong. That was different. Nebby and I were both in trouble. That was the only reason why it used its power, so we both could escape with our lives. Is that so? I know I'm not capable of much myself, but I will not make it use that power again. I'm determined to not let that happen. That's why, this time I'll do whatever I can on my own, even if I do find myself in trouble again. Yo girl, you know you're in trouble right now, right? Dumb spoiled little princess. Leave her be. I like a girl who's not afraid to stand up for herself. And besides, I don't know about calling someone a Pokemon thief just cause she wanted to help out a Pokemon when it was suffering. Please, there's no need to hurt anyone else here. What is up with that little kid creeping in the background? I'll go willingly with you, wherever you want. Oh no, Lillie, that was the worst mistake you could have made. That Plumeria lady came back as soon as Acerola had left. What? I'm supposed to be a trainer. I've got all these Pokemon with me, but when it came down to it, Lillie had to protect me. Lillie, who's not even a trainer to begin with. Wait, why couldn't you do anything, Hau? Did I hear that right? It was Lillie who took Cosmog. Ah, you know who Lillie is? I still couldn't protect them. Then what was the point of me even leaving home in the first place? I can't stand this useless feeling. I'll blow it away with everything I've got. Wait, we're actually battling Gladion right now, huh? I think it's actually Gladion. A lot of people have actually told me that, and I'm pretty sure that's how they say it in the anime too, but I like Gladion for some reason. Either way, we are taking on Team Skull's Enforcer, or Ex-Enforcer. I don't think he really works for them anymore, but apparently, according to his name tag, he's still with them, so this is not great for Darwin. Golbat's, both of his typings are actually pretty good against him, but you know who it's not so great against is Nani? So I'm just gonna ask myself, Nani with this Acrobatics and Thunder Punch is actually not gonna take it out. That's pretty sad there, but it's all good. We'll just finish it up with a Flame Charge here. Acrobatics shouldn't really take us down there, and it doesn't. So Nani, finish it up and have this Golbat saying, Nani, I'm dead! Because it means what? That's the whole point. Anyway, gonna gain a couple of levels here. I really wish that Bindi was actually still alive. That would be great. And oh, actually Type Null is coming out, which gives us a chance to show off the fact that I did update our TMs a little bit, as I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. And now Loba has actually got something new in her arsenal, so we'll show that off in just a second, as Type Null here is, of course, a normal type, at least until it evolves. Spoiler, Type Null has an evolution. It's pretty sick, kind of like a mini Arceus, so it has many typings, but as Type Null, it's only got one typing, and that is apparently Dark type, because this was a Zoroark all along. Okay then. I was wondering why Gladion went for his Type Null so early, but apparently he didn't, and all I just said was meaningless, but I guess it is meaningful now, because here's the real normal type out here in our face, and Brick Break is actually going to do About half damage, so pretty dang good. I don't know why you go for X Scissor there. Wait, that's actually neutral? What? Bug type is neutral against rocks. I really thought it was gonna be not very effective, but I don't know. I'm very confused right now. Anyway, the Brick Break finishes it off, and that is it for Gladion, who was just devastated by the loss. How annoying. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have dragged you into a meaningless battle like that. But I told you both. I told you that Cosmog would bring disaster to all of Ula'ula. I have to get it back from them. We'll leave from the ferry terminal. You're coming with me whether you like it or not. So the question is, are you ready to come now or not? I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Good, then let's go. Oranguru, what? It's like so surprised. And now it's time to leave Ula'ula at last, as Gladion stares out over the orange ocean. I love it when the ocean becomes soda. Huh. So, we're waiting for Hau? He'll come, eventually. Guess so. He's a pretty interesting kid, I'll give you that. Growing up in the Great Kahuna's shadow, and still trying to stand up to Hala as an equal. Not just that, but trying to become even better than Hala, too. I couldn't do it. Wow, the truth comes out. I feel like Gladion does have a lot more power than he thinks, though. Officer Nanu? If only Team Skull could have just kept themselves and their troublemaking to Po Town. Why'd they have to make all this fuss, huh? You there, boy. I'm an Island Kahuna, you know. Battle against me. Wow, so straightforward. It'll be a good experience for ya if you're really hoping to master the Island Challenge. Okay, I will. Don't take it too serious now. Uh-oh. It's time, guys, for the grand trial of Ula'ula Island. We're taking on the surprise Kahuna, Nanu. And I've actually been thinking a little bit about Nanu and the lore of these games because I don't know what's up with Team Skull actually taking over Po Town. If Nanu was truly a police officer and he was living right by them, like, why couldn't he stop them? I mean, like, it's a whole town they took over. And I don't know if this is just theories, but I have heard somewhere that Nanu here was actually part of Team Skull himself at some point. I think that was actually in the original Sun and Moon as well. So I don't know if maybe at first he was in with them and he just kind of let them take over Po Town. And eventually he kind of saw how Guzma was taking the team maybe in a direction he wasn't really liking. And maybe that's when he decided to become a police officer instead and try to take down Team Skull. I don't know, this is just my personal theory, but it just feels weird for a team, especially Team Skull, to just take over an entire town like that. Although I guess you could say Po Town wasn't exactly in the best spot to begin with. Like, maybe it was already overrun with crime and they just kind of saw that as an opportunity. And Officer Nanu just couldn't do anything about it because all he's got are Meowths, man. Like, what are Meowth gonna do against Team Skull? Anyway, we're finally learning Leaf Blade on Leafeon, which, as Leafeon's name says, is kind of a signature move. I mean, a lot of Pokemon can learn Leaf Blade, but I feel like it's pretty much the move you want to have on Leafeon. I don't know who's learning Embargo, but I don't really like that attack, so let's move along to actually Krokorok. I did not realize that Kahuna Nanu was actually going to have a Bindi of his own at level 43 nonetheless. This thing should definitely be a Crocodile by now, shouldn't it? I mean, what level does Crocodile actually evolve? Or I guess Krokorok evolve, because Crocodile's already evolved. I don't know. I thought it was 40, but it might just be a little bit later. Either way, we got the Lucky Duckies out here, so hopefully Navy can break through. And he does with the Sparkling Aria. Probably going to destroy this thing because the raid is out here too, which powers up water moves. So, yeah. Goodbye, Imposter Bindi. Barely not going to get the level up there too, but the final Pokemon for Kahuna Nanu is going to be Persian. And I'm really wishing that we actually had the Z move for Disarming Voice right now, but I don't think we get a Fairy type Z move for quite a while, so let's just go for our regular old Disarming Voice here, as Alolan Persian here is of course a Dark type Pokemon, so Fairy moves are going to be pretty good against it. It's also got Power Gem, so not great to send out someone like, well, I guess actually any of the Pokemon we could send out would probably do okay against it. All we gotta hope for is that the Lucky Duckies are on our side and that we survive another Power Gem, actually. Alright, we're good. And actually, we snap out of the confusion entirely, so this battle is already over. Primarina coming through. Didn't even have to use the new Z move there. And also going to get the level up for it. A nice reward after a hard-fought match for you there, Navy. Oh wow, we actually do learn Moonblast. I'm pretty sure last episode I was saying that I don't think Primarina learns Moonblast. And yet here we are, learning Moonblast. So I've been proven wrong by the game yet again. I love it. We've defeated the Kahuna. And I just totally skipped his dialogue there. I like that smile though, it's very smug. Well, shoot. Of course I already knew that you had the heart and the strength to storm Team Skull's stronghold, but I didn't know you were this good. And your Pokemon work real hard for you. Let me fix your team up for you. Why, thank you. Definitely gonna need that where we're going. Here, this is yours. Oh, I seem to have forgotten, but of course, after defeating a trial, we do get a nice Z Crystal, and this time it's gonna be the Dark-type Crystal, and the Grand Trial of Ula'ula Island is complete. If you want to use a Dark-type Z-Power, you've got to do it like this. Oh yeah, show us those moves, old man. That kind of looks like the Ghost Z-Power, I feel. Very scary stuff, according to Gladion. There, congratulations or whatever. You've officially finished your Ula'ula trials. You've got somewhere else to be, don't ya? Try not to destroy the whole place. Oh, and you, boy, Gladion, tell me, if you're really trying to get stronger as you say, then what are you depending on Team Skull for? Wow, laying down the facts. Gladion has no response to that. Don't you dare say a word about this being fun. You know he was about to. If I'd been stronger, if I'd been the kind of trainer who could seize victory like Torracat wants to, then Lillie wouldn't have. I'm ready to do whatever it takes now. But where was Lillie taken? It couldn't be Po-Town. Orange was there the whole time. So you're not quite as dumb as you are naive. It'll be Aether Paradise. Aether Paradise? How does he know this? What? Oh wow, we're suddenly here. Is that Gladion's ship? Yo, this dude is pimped out. What? Aether Paradise's harbor. We made it this far without running into trouble. But I don't like how quiet it is. You two, stay alert. But why would Lillie be here at Aether Paradise? She just will be. This guy. Fine, so what are we gonna do? Ask around? I guess we take the elevator. You guess? And we're following this guy? He doesn't even have a plan. Well, he's got a better plan than we do, which is basically nothing. Rotom wants us to be careful, and on to the elevator hall. We've made it this far together. We're definitely gonna try our best here. I guess take on some Aether Grunts. I don't remember what these guys are actually called. Probably just Aether Paradise person. I don't know though. We're gonna find out in just a second. Because as we found out, all the Team Skull Grunts are apparently literally called Grunt. But this is Aether Foundation employee. How could I forget? Of course. The employees. They're all called employee. They don't have a name for themselves. They've also been stripped away by the corporation that, I guess, funds them. I'm not sure what to really say, but they've given up their life essentially for the Aether Paradise at this point. Even giving up their name to just become simple employee. And what? You can't use dig on me, bro. I've got the dig. And actually, since we're slower, this is going to work out in our advantage because now Dugtrio will use dig first and we'll use it second, which is just perfect because Dugtrio is also steel type. So yeah, that's going to hit a little bit harder than it would have hit us, I have a feeling. As Bindi is finally going to get level 40. So the moment of truth is here, guys. We'll building? I was about to call her building for some reason. But will Bindi actually evolve? I guess we'll find out. For now though, learning Foul Play, which I guess isn't really that bad of a move. I'm not really a huge fan of it though, personally. Just because it depends on the enemy's attack stat. But a Toucannon? That is not a Pokemon you see every day. And definitely not one that Bindi can handle. Loba definitely can. You know, if you ever see a bird out there, just hit it with some rocks. That's perfectly understandable. I don't actually know why I went for Brick Break there. That was definitely a misclick. I think it's because I'm used to having Rock Slide up first, and I actually switched up my moves like I mentioned. So now Rock Slide's all the way at the bottom of the list, but all good. We can go for Rock Slide now, and finish off Toucanon, who also glows red when he attacks. It's kind of cool. Loba's got the glowing red eyes. Toucanon's got that glowing red beak. But in this case, the wolf eyes were a little bit stronger, I guess. And we're learning rock climb. What the heck? I don't think I'm going to learn it, though, just because it's not Stone Edge, the move that we need right now. What does this mean? What does it mean? The world may never know. And hey, Bindi is going to be evolving after all. For once, I was right. I remembered a fact about this video game that I've been playing for who knows how many years. I guess professionally almost like 6 or 7 or something. Anyway, Crocodile has evolved. I mean, I guess Bindi has evolved into Crocodile. You know what? I'm done. This Pokemon is awesome, though. I loved it in Pokemon Black and White, and I'm sure we'll love it here. Just look at that pose, dude. A red crocodile of darkness. When it spots prey, even at a distance of over 30 miles, it swims through the desert as if it were water. Wait, 30 miles? How does it see it 30 miles away? That's insane. I can barely see like 10 feet in front of me, dude, and you're telling me this guy can spot you from 30 miles away? That is actually insane. Also, Bindi's a gal, so this gal can spot you from 30 miles away. Anyway, let's take on this next Aether employee with our newly acquired Crocodile powers. I'm actually really excited to get to test out this Pokemon. And I actually really like the girl Aether employees. Like, the sprite looks awesome because their eyes are all droopy. And I don't know, maybe I can relate because my eyes are kind of always droopy / tired looking, so kind of like that. Anyway, Bindi's Intimidate's coming out here, and Kecleon is actually going to be her Pokemon, as you guys can see. I guess we'll go for a dig. I was really hoping that upon evolving, we'd maybe learn a better ground type attack, but instead, I guess we didn't get anything actually. It was Loba that trying to learn a move. Whatever though, the dig is going to go hit that up. And of course, Kecleon's ability allows it to transform into whatever type of move you hit it with, which is a-okay with me because, of course, we've still got Crunch, which is neutral against ground-type Pokemon. So, yeah, Kecleon, goodbye, little buddy. Not going to do too well against that. Her next Pokemon's actually going to be Stoutland, and this is making me kind of regret not giving Brick Break to Crocodile, because I believe it can also learn it, and I went ahead and gave it to Loba instead. I mean, it's not like we could actually teach it to Crocodile still right now, because TMs are infinite in these games nowadays. That wasn't always the case, you know. Old school Pokemon, you could actually only use TMs once, and really old school Pokemon, you could barely use TMs because, as I mentioned last episode, the bag was very limited. I think you could only hold like 30 items or something. Maybe even less than that. I don't know. I don't remember Pokemon Red and Blue all that well, but I did play it kind of recently when it first came out on the Virtual Console, and that was really fun. Not as fun as this Stoutland surviving with literally 1 HP there, though, as it just keeps roaring out and bringing other Pokemon out here. This time, Bindi's actually just going to come back, so that's kind of good, because we don't really split the experience among too many Pokemon. It's always kind of a pain, so let's finish it off with the Foul Play. Not a move we really use that often, but looks pretty dope. And yeah, Stoutland is going to go down without really doing anything. It kind of just kept roaring. You're so strong, there's no way I can turn you away. Is she like coming onto us right now? I don't know. Those droopy eyes are kind of having an impact on me right now. Anyway, here's another one of them who's apparently going to crush us. That's funny, because we've literally got, well, Crunch, not really Crush. So let's just crunch her down instead. We got another Aether employee and another 2 Pokemon here. I wonder if the first guy we battled actually had 2 Pokemon. I feel like it was just 1, but it might have been 2, so maybe all the trainers in here now are training up 2 Pokemon these days. Of course, we're solid with our 6, although I'm not really training all 6 of them. I gotta say, Natural has kind of been sitting on the bench for the last couple of episodes, I feel like. And he might just be sitting there for a little bit longer. But who knows? That thing actually had Mud Bomb. I was a little bit scared for a second, thinking that I was actually Arbok, or at least a poison type, but of course we're not, so that Mud Bomb probably wouldn't have even done much. And I'm really liking Crocodile, guys. Like, this is such a dope looking Pokemon, especially in 3D. I feel like I never really got to see it in Pokemon X and Y or Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, so this is actually my first experience with Crocodile in the 3D world of Pokemon, which is really awesome. Like, I just love Crocodile as a Pokemon ever since it was introduced. So seeing it here in Ula'ula is really dope. I don't remember if it was actually in the original Sun and Moon. Again, I seem to just forget these things like it's nothing. But who cares, because this girl's next Pokemon is actually Lurantis. And it's actually quite a lot smaller than I expected it to. Maybe that's why the Totem Lurantis was literally just as big as our trainer, because the regular Lurantis, as you can see here, is not really the tallest Pokemon out there. You'd expect it to be as tall as a trainer though, but I guess it's pretty small because it's a bug. Although it's not actually a bug type though. You can leave that to Leavanny, of course, also from Unova. That's actually also a pretty small Pokemon. I remember seeing Ash battling with it. I think Ash actually had a Leavanny on his team, which is really weird because I guess he does actually have bug types pretty often, but I don't know. I feel like Leavanny is just a weird Pokemon for Ash to have. But he definitely did have one, and it was definitely pretty small in comparison to Ash, so I guess Lurantis kind of follows in that line, being kind of a small bug/grass Pokemon. I think it's actually just grass type though, which is weird. I think it should have been a bug and grass, because we already had Sarina, who we used in the original Sun and Moon playthrough, is also a just pure grass type. Although you could argue that one could have been a grass and fighting type, having those really long kicking legs, and actually also learning high jump kick. I think in this game they gave it another move that it's really good. Don't really remember what that is though, but I feel like, yeah, Sarina did get a couple of new tools here in Ultra Sun. Either way, this guy's got 3 Pokemon actually, so switching it up on us a little bit. And he's going to start off with Parasect, which would be actually kind of scary for a dark type Pokemon normally, but Bindi is just way too powerful out here, crunching down everything in its way, including Sudowoodo here coming out next. Not really something you see every day either. I'm actually really liking the kind of variety of Pokemon that these Aether Foundation employees have got. Is he really going for the block? Like, do you think this is Twitter, bro? Do you think this is Instagram? You can't block me in real life, dude. This doesn't work. Oh wait, it totally does. He just blocked us in real life, which means we can no longer escape. And Sudowoodo is literally standing still. Like, I love this Pokemon, especially in the 3D realm. Like, it just stands still. It's literally a rock tree. Anyway, the crunch is gonna bring it down. I don't know how Bindi is crunching down on rocks. I guess that's how powerful Crocodile's jaw is. It can literally crunch through anything, including hot air balloons, which are actually ghost type. So crunch is definitely going to be hurting this Drifblim quite a bit here. Yeah, that HP dropped real quick there. Oh, but I forgot about Aftermath. So that's definitely going to put the hurt on us. But we got plenty of potions out here. Just got to remember to actually use them before Rotom reminds us, because Rotom certainly loves to remind us to heal up. Anyway, that's another grunt down, or employee. They're not grunts. Rotom's giving us advice right now, apparently. Not quite telling us to heal our Pokemon, but still giving us some advice that we really don't need. He even says it himself. He's like, ready for some unwanted advice? It's like, come on, dude. You gotta at least be confident, Rotom. Or give us actually useful information. That would be a little bit better, but we're not really in control of that, so can't judge him too much. Anyway, we got yet another employee. This guy's only got 1 Pokemon on his team, though. And it's actually Primeape, so I'm a little bit scared of that, just because we are, of course, Dark type. And actually, we don't really have anything that can take Primeape all that well. Except for another Pokemon with Prime in its name, Primarina, of course. I really like how Primeape is nose, or I guess, what do you call that? The pig's nose. It has a certain name, but I kind of forgot. Snout? Is it a snout? I think it is. Either way, it's kind of twitching up and down, and it looks really cool. Kind of like he's sniffing like a little pig. I guess Primeape is kind of a pig monkey thing. I'm not really sure, to be honest. I've never gotten what Primeape and Mankey are, but they definitely have little pig noses or snouts, and it's cool how it twitches or sniffs like that. Not so cool that Moonblast just kind of destroyed it there, though. That was regrettable. Guess it really is a must to have power. Listen, power isn't everything, man, okay? It's all about the clout. I think that's what it is. Maybe I really don't know what I'm talking about at all, but here's actually not quite an employee, but maybe a scientist? Is that what this guy is? I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. These Aether loading screens, though, man, they take forever. Aether Foundation employee. Never mind. It's just another lowly employee who's decided to cosplay as some kind of spaceman. Looking more like a Tesla employee right now, I guess, with the whole helmet situation. But he is actually going to have an Arcanine, which has Intimidate. But guess what, dude? I've got the Intimidate as well. So who is looking more intimidating right now is the real question, I suppose. I guess you with the X attack. That really doesn't do much, though. It kind of just counteracts the Intimidate that we went for. But of course, we are ground type. And fire Pokemon don't really like ground types too much. So going for the dig here, and it's not going to take it out, huh? I really thought it would do a little bit more damage than that. But Arcanine must just be a lot tougher than I expected. Oh man, the Fire Fang is going to take us out, actually. I am not giving this Arcanine enough respect right now, dude. It's all good, though. Just kind of unfortunate that Bindi keeps going down this episode, because I'd love for her to get all of the experience possible, but whatever. I guess it's just not happening today. Aether employees got something else on their mind, I guess, but either way, the Sparkling Aria will finish off Arcanine. Really awesome Pokemon, by the way. I don't know if I've ever expressed my love of Arcanine, but it's really awesome. I guess it's just overshadowed by my love for Ninetales, because they are kind of like counterpart Pokemon, both being fire types from the first generation, of course, and they both evolve with Firestone too. But of course, you guys know I love me some Ninetales. I really wish Ninetales would have actually been a fire and psychic type originally, so I feel like that's kind of what they intended it to be. It does learn like extra sensory and stuff, but I guess we ended up getting our fair share of dual-typed Ninetales when Alolan Ninetales came around with that Ice and Fairy. It would have been perfect, actually. Fire Psychic and then Ice Fairy, you know, it makes sense, but let's get back to this story. Huh, just like I thought. What were you doing there? Looks like outsiders can't use the main elevator to reach the lower levels. I was afraid this might happen, but still, what a pain. We don't have any choice. We'll have to go up. Why is he so dramatic about everything, dude? Like, it's just an elevator. Oh, like this music. I, Faba, am the Aether Branch Chief, the only one in the world. I am irreplaceable. And here you come back, uninvited? Like you don't know why. You of all people should know everything that happens in the Aether Foundation. Isn't that right, high and mighty Branch Chief? Hehehe, look at you. Living out in the world hasn't been kind, has it? But I'm still not telling you anything. And you of all people should understand why. Gladion. Hey Orange, you know why being a trainer's so great? Because you're in your battling, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult. Everyone's equal in Pokemon battle. Oh, is that right? Is that what you think? So you wish to battle me, Branch Chief Faba? The man who was called Aether Paradise's last line of defense is to battle a mere child. As you will. Oh, I did not think we'd be taking on Faba right now. We had a Gladion battle and now a Faba battle. Okay. Keep serving him up. I am ready for anything and everything coming our way. We've got the Aether's Branch Chief, a title which I'm not really sure he's too deserving of. I feel like it's more of a Dwight Schrute type of thing where he became assistant to the regional manager. I feel like Faba could make a great, you know, no, well, I guess it's not really the same thing, but let's call him the assistant to the Branch Chief. Because I feel like the Branch Chief would really be Lusamine. I mean, I guess she's the president, though, so, you know, someone's got to take care of the branch. Either way, just let me make fun of Faba, okay? He got destroyed by Leaf Blade. He can sure talk the talk, but when it comes to walking the walk, yeah, that's right. How can this be? How could this child? Ah, look at you, Orange. And Faba's real strong, too. Okay, how? You literally have no idea how to judge people's power, do you? So, as I said, Faba, you of all people should know what I'm here for. Indeed. The world truly hasn't been kind to you, has it? Look how hard it's made you. If you're looking for Cosmog, I suppose it might be downstairs. Downstairs? Oh yeah, Miss Wick did say there was another level farther down, didn't she? What do you do down there? Nothing. Experiments to reach a world different from Ula'ula. That's what I've been told, yes. He's like, yeah, no big deal, just trying to get to another world. We're in a bit of a hurry, Faba. A lift would be nice. Why not? This is an act of kindness I can do for you, thanks to my position as Branch... Okay, shut up, Faba. Seriously, no one cares that you're the Branch Chief, dude. Thanks for the lift, though. If you're ready, let's head down. I mean, you're giving us no choice here, dude. Whatever. Are you ready? Oh, there is a choice. Okay then, yes, let's go. Alright, let's go. That's what I just said. Come on, stop copying me, bro. Uh-oh. I have a feeling something sinister is going on down here in the depths of Aether. Everything looks the same. I guess it's only been 2 years, though. What, did you expect a full makeover? It's like a secret hideout. Don't get too excited, Hao. Though, I guess it's better than freezing from fear or nerves. So where do we go now? There are 2 labs up ahead. I'll check the first lab, Secret Lab A. You 2 check out Secret Lab B. It's the second lab down the hall. Why do you get the first one? And why do you know all of this? Just focus, Hao. Think you can do that? We can't trust Faba. I'm sure he's already told half the Foundation all about us. You didn't even answer my question. I know what it's gotta be. Nerves, eh? I reckon that you're more afraid to be here than either one of us, huh, Gladion? Here, Orange, you take this. Hao basically hit the nail on the head there. Clearly Gladion's been here before. He already said to Faba, or literally just now he said 2 years ago he'd been down here, but Lillie must be scared right now. Let's buckle down and do this. Let's do it, except not really. We're gonna leave the exploration of this underground for the next episode because, I don't know, honestly. I could make these videos like 3 hours long if I wanted to, really. YouTube's not gonna stop me, but I'm gonna stop myself. So we're gonna end it off in the middle of the most epic heist that we've ever experienced ever, and next time we'll go explore the secret labs of Aether. See you guys then!